What's up, everybody? We are live, and it's Thursday, May 29. What's up? What's up, Grace? Good to see you. How are you? That's okay. Not a problem. Good that you're here now. Care for a game? That's excellent. Happy birthday to you. Hey, Abdullah. Sure, let's get a game. Let me open up the queue for everybody. All right, I'm about to send you a challenge. Here we go. All right, you're in. I don't think my bot opened up yet, but you're in. Here we go. Time for game one. Here we go. We'll play the Caro-Kann. D5, very nice. We'll do a Caro-Kann advance sideline where we push that pawn on c5. They take. We'll go here and hit the pawn this way. This sidesteps the center control. Now this pawn is looking pretty excellent. We're going to collect that pawn back. And now this is looking fantastic for us. We temporarily gambited a pawn, but we got it back right away. With beautiful center control. I think here it makes sense to take the bishop because after the pawn takes queen b6, they could play queen over here. So perhaps let's go this way. No, let's actually just do this and hurt the pawn structure. Let's go queen b6. What's up, a chess player? My day is going pretty well. How's yours? I'm hitting the pawn. I'm hitting this pawn. Queen here is really the only option. But it's fine for me. I could sidestep with a check. Or come over here. Maybe queen c7 is a good idea. Okay, I think they've gone one square too short. Because now this pawn is free for me to take. Now I'm also on the rook as well. And we're just going to collect the free rook in the corner. And the free pawn over here. Actually, hold on a sec. Yeah, let's take the free pawn over here. I was a little bit worried about the queen coming here with the check, but then I could play like knight c6 and be completely fine. All right, my queen is under attack. Let's just go over here. If they want to trade, sure, I'll lose a pawn in the process, but at this point, I'm up so much material. I'm completely fine with this. We'll go here, bring in the knight. Castle. And then everything will be a-okay. Maybe even knight f5, looking at this pawn with the potential fork. Okay, they get out of forkable squares. Let me just castle. Playing on your phone is pretty fun. All right, we take rook d8 coming in next. If they want to trade off that last rook, be my guest. That move doesn't really do a whole lot. Let's just go over here. Maybe knight here, but then the knight will be pinned. It'll be forever pinned. Oh, you just set up the account? Then let me know what the username is, because I might not know it if you just made the account. All right, that is a free rook. Let's attack the knight. Okay, the knight's almost trapped. Maybe like pawn b5, rook b7, and I pick up the knight. All right, let's just go here. The knight's still almost trapped. Let's pick it up. This is overwhelming material. This game will pretty much win by itself. I don't have to do a whole lot here. Oh, still the same username? Okay, then I can probably look it up. Let's cut the king's circulation. Have him stay on that back rank. We'll go here. Maybe swing the other rook in. There's really nothing that Grace can do from this point. It's all going to be an inevitable win. Thanks, guys, for clicking like. Whoever's clicking like, thank you very much. And we have resignation. Okay. Good game there, Grace. Who is up next? In the meantime, we're going to put our first win on the board. It's Abdullah. Abdullah is next. Let me see if I have you. I don't think I do. Can you... Oh, wait, I do. Never mind. It is 987 friends. Thanks, Maxim. Appreciate you. Yes, good game. Good game, Grace. All right, Abdullah, I hope you're ready. Here we go. Sent you the challenge, Abdullah. Did you get it? Here. Oh, it didn't go. I'm going to try again. I didn't think you were 9 years old. No idea. You can't really tell anybody's age. But I think you reached out for private coaching. If you want to do private coaching with me, have your parent contact me. We'll take this. But 9 is a really good age to get into chess. I wish I started when I was 9. For a 9-year-old, you played a pretty good game. All right, let's go over here. Pin that knight. Time to castle. Wow, started when 7. I started when I was 14. All right, let's duck that bishop a little bit so we keep the bishop pair. What's crazy that I started when I was 14? Yeah, kind of an old age to start. I caught on pretty quickly. And I was in high school, though, so I didn't really have a whole lot going on. So I was able to dedicate a lot of my time to chess. I mean, I did have band and a lot of homework, but I didn't have a job or anything like that. I was able to focus on chess in my free time. All right, let's go here and hit that knight. Hey, Tom. Yeah, I was actually 13 in my freshman year of high school. 13 turning 14. Going pretty well. How are you? Chess can be relaxing, but a lot of people don't find it to be relaxing. They find it to be pretty stressful. But if you're like used to it, then it can be relaxing. Let's go over here, sink in the knight and to hit the queen. The rook moved here to protect the pawn. All right, what now? I guess we move up over here, get the queen a little bit more active. Ha! Chess is super relaxing unless you're playing against a 1900. That is funny. All right, let's go here. No, let's go over here. Tickling that pawn over there. And tickling this pawn over here. I have a lot going for me in this position, even though the material is pretty much equal. Alright, they're hitting my queen, but I can just move, can't I? Maybe something like that makes sense? Where is this knight going now? Hey, Southern Chess, good to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope all is well. Alright, now we can take our pick with this pawn or that pawn. Let's just grab this guy over here. We're hitting this rook as well. Now this pawn became backwards. Oh, that's interesting. Hitting the queen. But I can just move. Let's go with this way. That makes sense. Hey, Nick Whitey. Ooh, this is not a free pawn because rook takes and this pawn is pinned. The rook is behind it. However, that blunders the rook over here. And I'm not obligated to take that pawn. I am chilling. Let's go over here and put some pressure this way. Take care, Southern. See you next time. All right, now that pawn moved, we can move over here. And now all of a sudden, we're up the exchange and up a pawn as well. And up on the clock. 39 seconds to like 15. Should be a pretty smooth win. All right, the knight moves there. I can just simply take that pawn. This one is loose as well. All right, this is pinned, but I could just take this way. If queen comes in, okay, that is interesting. Maybe I go check. And then the rook will have to come. And then I'll pick up that rook for a classic back rank checkmate. Yes, I can check the message after, Grace. Not a problem. All right, that's our second win of the day. Who is up next? All right, we have a chess player. I have to be very careful against you. I think I lost last time. Yeah, Abdullah, you played really decent. Right up until the end, you played pretty decent. I'm gonna get my revenge this game, Yummy Apple Time. Not gonna let you beat me again. It's because I got a dumb pre-move last time. Still upset about that. Yeah, it's a tough time control if you're not used to it. I play 3-minute games all the time. I don't know why this challenge didn't go through. Let me try again. Hey, what's up, Ronald? How are you? All right, here we go. Go to Caro-Kann. See which one he wants to do. Okay, this way. Perfect. We'll come here. And we'll go this way. Now we're hitting both of these pawns. We'll probably win back one. I'll only open it up for rematches if nobody else is in the queue and it's completely dead. But until then, I want to give people who didn't play me a chance to play. All right, let's go back right over there. We'll bring out the other knight, bishop e7, castle, all good stuff. Yep, I feel the same way, Grace. Me too. Let's go here. Keep our plan. If they take, we take back with the knight. We're on that bishop. I think it would make a ton of sense for us to take the bishop. We get the bishop pair. We hurt the structure. They open up their king side a bit. Let's castle for some king safety. All right. I think it's time to develop our knight. We'll go this way. This pawn is going to be a liability long term. That move, don't really know a whole lot about what that does. I do need to be careful with time. Let's go this way. And we'll come here. Get out of the same line as that rook. Maybe put a rook on this d-file and see what they want to do. So far, I think my position is excellent. Yep, king safety is a core fundamental. I think it may make sense for us to back up our bishop so that we can double up on this d-file. All right, they go this way. What to do next? Let's go here. I'm kind of curious what direction white wants to take. So I'm going to make a little bit of a waiting move just to see where they go. They push. Let's come this way. You never played anything other than Rapid until you came across me when you played your first. Oh, that's sweet. That is pretty cool. All right, it's time to put my bishop over here and start challenging that rook over there. I'm contesting it just a tad. We go here. We have the bishop pair. It's a nice advantage. And we're pushing the clock. My opponent is pushing on that 1 minute. All right, they go this way. I think I'm going to start to double up. Let's head over this way and double up. If they take, I'll probably just take back with the queen. Nothing wrong with that. They were playing really well, but not well enough. They're not really posing me any challenges. A lot more passive compared to yesterday's game. He's simply just going to run out of time. Can't checkmate me with 24 seconds left on my clock, while I have so much longer. Let's see here what to do. I do need to be careful of this rook and queen, but while my bishop is here, I think I should be all right. Let's come here. Establish some control. All right, we're going to come here. We go this way. Let's collect that free pawn. And this is where white is cracking. This looks like a free pawn as well, but then this one is hanging. Let's just make a waiting move and see what they want to do. Let's come here. Okay. This is completely fine for me. Let's go here. I think queen takes is logical. Actually, let's come here. If queen takes, then they're going to get mated. All right. To me, I think I can get away with this. Actually, let's go this way. Why not? Okay, we go up. Where are they going now? I block. Let's go here. Take the queen. Let's go here. Push. I could have took that pawn, but whatever. That's a free rook. This is where they start going very, very wrong. And we have the dub. And that's how you beat Yummy Time Apple. Don't be rushed. Sit back and let them make the mistakes. That's how we beat Yummy Time Apple. You did once clutch a game where you were down a bishop, rook, and knight, and down 2 minutes time, and all it took was one. Yep, all it takes is one mouse slip, one blunder, and then you're done. The clock is a weapon, guys. Use it to your advantage. All right, Tom. Time to square up. Here we go. Good luck. Yeah, it is fast. All right, let's go here. We have a Rossalimo. Pawn is attacked. We defend with the queen. Let's play rook d1, supporting an eventual d4 break. Maybe I'll support that with the c3. And it also gives my bishop an escape route if it's ever attacked. So let's see what they do. Yes, I got my revenge. That was a very clean game for me. Okay, bishop is hitting the knight. Let's just beg the question. Yes. Yes, indeed, a chess player. I have my strategy against you now, so I'm never going to lose to you again. All right, what is this bishop doing? They have to take the knight. If they're doing anything else, they're wasting a full-on tempo. They should have just moved here first and not give me the option to play this, because now I get to move again. Like, it's a free tempo, essentially. Let's go with pawn to c3. Continue with my plan. I lost to a 5-year-old before in a tournament. That's a free pawn. Can I not just take it? What are they doing? Give me that. All right, now they're being silly. If I go back, sure, they could take. But I'm not obligated to go back. I could push. Yeah, let's just push. The only opening you know is the Italian, and the London is pretty good. Those are good openings. You don't really need to know anything else. I want to try to be cheeky a bit. Threaten that. Okay. Could I, at this point, play something like this and just be ultra aggressive here? Let's try. Okay, let's take it back this way. We're still threatening that. Okay, now they do something about it. I think now at this point we strike open. I think this is solid. Let's come over here. We are just making a quick expansion. Let's go this way. All right, time to move. We'll come here. They don't want to take because I could take back here with a check. Probably not so smart here. I think I can get away with taking here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Why not? Yeah, this position is a little weird. Not gonna lie, it's a little weird, but I'm liking it. We are gonna roll with it. All right, so this pawn push can come with a check, and that'll be kind of annoying. So to prevent that, I could just play bishop over here. Okay, very good move. Let's see what to do. I guess, hard to say. Let's just go here and then maybe bring the knight back. And then that supports this because the knight's now defending that bishop. If they take, I push up. I'm going to push up now anyway. Actually, hold on. Now this pawn's attacked. Let's go with pushing this pawn. You could go very far with those two openings if you know them inside and out. Don't memorize. Try to understand. Let's go here. This is looking very scary. There is a potential attack going on. Let's take here. All right. We'll come here and just protect the pawn that way. All right, that move allows me to come here. Gives me a tempo, exactly what I need. And I'm just shutting this attack dead in the water. I have 22 seconds. We gotta play fast. Check. What to do? Let's go here. We'll come here. Maybe push up. Check. We take. We go here. 8 seconds. Oh my god, 8 seconds. And I'm going to run out of time. This is not good. Fork! Alright, Corey. Let's see if we can make some magic happen. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm running out of time. They got me. Dang. If only I had more time. Good game, Tom. Yeah, that is Tom. Tom got me with the flag. I spent too much time talking. What can I say? Our first L of the day. All right, Nick YT, you're up. Here we go. Ronald, I saw you made a challenge. I think you're in my queue. I'm not actually sure. If not, just do exclamation mark join. You don't have to give yeah, you probably you were locked in. You were fine. Yeah, Nick, are you even here? I sent you a challenge. You talked to yourself when you played me? That's funny. Yeah, it's tough to balance reading the chat, thinking about the chat, and thinking about what to say while playing. Yeah, the winning streak just got canceled, Malcolm. I'm at 3 wins, 0 loss. 3 wins, 0 draws, and 1 loss. I just got handed the L from Tom. All right, guys, I don't think Nick YT is here anymore. So we're going to skip him and go next. Who is up next? Yeah, I think he left also. Okay, Ronald, you are next. All right, here we go. Let's get a game. Good luck. All right, we have d4. We have a London system. Against London system, we aim to attack this bishop early. After they castle, that's when I would take back. Let's go here and start prepping for an e5 break. Let's take. We go in here. Let's play. If I push now, if pawn takes this now, let's wait on that. Let's go here and then queen c6. I'm not afraid of this because I have the knight. I think at this point we push. I think this is looking very good for us. We go here, and I think we've won the opening battle. They don't have their dark squared bishop anymore. I have excellent center control. Life is good. Let's come over here. Nah, this will not be a close game. I'm much better here. Let's go take. Hey, you know what? Why not? Let's grab that. Knight takes. Let's take that. This could be scary. Bishop takes. I think we can get away with this. And then take the 2 rooks for the queen. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna be ready for this bishop. We have queen takes rook, rook takes check, king moves, and I take back the bishop. No, I don't think we will there. But let's see what they do. Otherwise, they just have to move back somewhere. And I'm not even obligated to go for this. All right, the bishop takes there. Now I think we do take. Because now we could take back the bishop at the end of this line. So check. And we have that. And now I have 2 rooks and a bishop against a lone queen. So this is pretty good. I'm in check. So to do something about it, I think I'm going to move to the corner. It is a little bit scary for my king side, but now there's no more checks and I can kind of uncork this position. If they push, I can always go here. All right, that move, don't really know a whole lot what that does. Let's go here. I think that's logical. Okay, still don't know what that does. Everything is well protected. They may push. Let's go here. I'm feeling good about this. If they push, this is just asking for trouble. All right, let's go here. If queen takes, I go here. Yeah, Abdullah, I am activating my other rook. Let's go here. And this gives us tempo. Maybe some time to double up. I just need to be a little mindful of my back rank. I think we have time to take that pawn. To do something about my back rank, I may push the pawn. h6. Hey, Platinum-y. Yeah, I think I have this game in the bag. The lone queen by itself isn't really so scary. Let's make some Luft for the king. We're going to play rook e2. And no problems with my back rank. We come this way, and then this is going to happen. All right, I just move out of the check. What do they do next? Hard to make a move. Because if here, the king goes here, I'm just going to grab like that. Okay, I want to be a little sneaky and go like this. Actually, if I go here, the king comes down. What if I give a check first, then the pawn can move? I'm going to try this, see where they go. If the king comes down, I come up. I think that's my way to win. This is a threat. Yep, we go up, and there are no checks. This is coming. They may need to push. I'm going to go here, here, and there, then there. I don't know, this is getting dicey. Yeah, this is getting spicy and dicey. Let's go try this move here. Threatening that. If they push, I can take. Okay, I take, and this threat is still on. That would be a ladder mate. Ooh, oh, no ladder mate yet. Let's go check. Let's go there. Let's go down. 4 seconds, guys. Here. There. Come on, give me a mate. 2 seconds. They have no checks. Check. We win on time. There we go. Let's do this. Get the dub. What a game. Hey there, Eamon. Welcome. That was a fun one. What a dynamic. I think, yeah, if the queen took, rook takes, king takes, bishop e4 is just in time to stop this pawn. Hey, no worries, Platinumy. Yeah, I remember you. Alright, who's up next? No one is up next, so now I'm opening it up for rematches. If anyone played me already and wants to play again, just do !join. Yeah, queue is empty. I'm leaving it open for rematches. All right, Abdullah. You are up. Mr. 987. Time to play. Oh wait, wrong one I copied. That one. All right, let's play, Abdullah. You're up. You will not get your revenge. I will not let you beat me ever. All right, good luck, Abdullah. Gotta make a move or the game will auto-abort. All right, what is going on here? This game is gonna auto-abort because you don't make a move. Your game glitched? All right, I'm just gonna challenge you again. Oh, it's saying... I'll just abort it on my end. I'll try again. Challenge sent. Grace, you need to wait your turn. Do !join and get in the queue. No, I didn't know it was 23 degrees. Was not aware. They didn't teach me that when I was in school. All right, here we go. Hopefully you make a move this time. And we do. We have a game. All right. Time to bring out the ponies. It is the Pink Pony Club with the 4 ponies. You're next, Grace. You just hope you're not black? That's hilarious. You should be fine to be black, because you're going to get it in half of your games. You may as well embrace it. That's almost a fork, but if this, then there's that. And then there's no fork. Let's prep it. Grace, don't challenge me. I'll challenge you when it's your turn. Castle next. Let's see what they want to do. Okay, they go there. Let's just castle. If they take, I take back with my bishop. Okay, they don't. Let's go here. Okay, that move looks like a free pawn for my opponent, but there's a problem with that. Yeah, let's go here. I was a little bit concerned about the fork with the pawn. It's covered by the knight, but I have queen d3 hitting back. Okay, now we move. Let's move over here. Now I have nothing to worry about. You're going to lock in this time? I hope so. All right. They're probably planning for like bishop here. Let's stop that in the water. Let's just come here, hit the queen. Where is this queen going? Queen is overextended a bit. Yeah, they go there. Let's just play this. And now we're putting a little bit of pressure on that pawn. I think here we take. I think it's kind of a no-brainer. That's what we do. They go here, they walk into a fork. All right, whoa. They took a pawn for free. But is it really a free pawn? It comes at a big expense. Their queen is going to be really passive now. And I get a lot of activity. A lot of activity. Take care, Eamon. Good to see you. See, the queen is out in La La Land now. It's nowhere nice to go. Let's come over here. And now we have amazing activity. That just straight up blunders a piece. And this bishop is guarding that knight. Not good for my opponent. All right, that blunders a free queen. So we take that. Thank you for the free queen. King moves. Let's just go over here. Why not? I think that move is pretty good. If they push, maybe I have this. Maybe I play this anyway. Yeah, why not? Let's go here. Now we have a fork. Forcing a trade. Let's do it. Let's go there. And now the king is wide open for an attack. Time to slide in. We'll go this way with the queen. Yeah, I don't like checkers either, Grace. Chess is more my thing as well. I used to be the opposite because I never knew how to play chess. I only knew checkers, and I liked it. But once I got into chess, checkers was a big no-no for me anymore. Check. Diagonally. My bishops are two monsters here. I like my bishops even more than I like my rooks. Check. Let's see if I can mate him without using my rooks. Special challenge. Yeah, this is it. We did it. Without using our rooks, these bishops. We're monsters. All right. It's funny, in this final checkmating position, I didn't even need my bishops. This queen here is enough to deliver a mate, because the 2 rooks are blocking the king from moving. All right, Grace, you're up. Yeah, that is a rare mate. I think it has a name. I don't remember the name of it, but it has some name. All right, good luck, Grace. Yeah, Abdullah, your last game was better. We're going to collect the pawn back probably. Yep. Give me that. Thank you very much. That move looks a bit awkward. Let's just go over here. Bring out the knight. Okay, go here, collect the pawn. Now we have pawns in the center. We have an excellent position. We are up a pawn straight up out of the opening. I don't think I updated my record. I think that's a 5th win, but I'm going to have to double check after this game because I'm not sure. Let's take and play queen up, or pawn a6. I want to check my profile, see how many games I played. Maybe I'll do that after this game. You can't find the name of it? I'm sure it has a name. All right, let's just trade. I'm up a pawn. Why not? We'll play. Really, I thought they were going to take back with this queen. Let's go here and then castle. Yeah, the white pawn structure is just awful. This pawn's all by himself. All right, I'm going to castle. If they want to get rid of that weakness, that's fine. Take, queen takes, knight takes. Looks pretty good for me. Yeah, my opponent is 227. Only 9 years old, too. So for a 9-year-old, they're playing pretty well. All right, let's go here. Tickle the bishop. They take. Ah, that actually kind of works out. They get the pawn back. Or do they? This pawn here is hanging. So pawn takes, queen takes this pawn. And I'm still going to be up a pawn. All right. Let's just capture. No nonsense. Yeah, like an 800. I agree with you there. That is a fair assessment. This move looks a little spicy, but I guess I can just move over 1 square and be fine. Hey, Ronald. Yeah, I'm sure if she plays more games, her rating will go way up. That's a pin. And that's a free queen. Okay, let's just challenge the rook. Take the free rook. It's moves like this that keep her at 227. Hey, L2. Abdullah, since we just played, you already got your rematch. I'm leaving it to 1 rematch until I open it up again. So do exclam leave until I open it up again. You were pre-moving? That's what happens when you chill too much. Thanks, Abdullah, for your understanding. Appreciate you. Okay, Mr. R&B. You give me a tough challenge every time. You were chilling until you were not chilling. I get it. All right, here we go. I still don't quite get what you mean by that, L2. Yeah, I sent you the challenge already, a chess player. Thanks, Moraine. Appreciate you. Thank you, everyone who clicked on like on today's stream. You want to be like Hikaru? You got a long way to go. Why are you throwing Ronald under the bus? What did Ronald do to you? All right, we come here. We come here. We'll collect one of these pawns back. Let's back up. We're enjoying a nice center control this way. Okay, let's develop that. If they take, we just take back. And all is good under the hood. We'll come here. Threatening to capture. We capture. This is very similar to the previous game, where this pawn is going to be a long-term target. Time to castle. Let's bring the knight back. And queen over here. This looks very eerily similar to the previous game we just played. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it to one rematch. Let's go here. We're on this pawn. We're almost on this pawn, if not for the queen. But it's pressure. You're the high school chess champion? That's sick. That is great. Let's fianchetto that bishop. Oh, we still didn't update our record. Well, I definitely know that it's a 5, at least. It might be a 6. I need to check. All right. Let's go with this move. Put some pressure on that pawn. No, it's not 5 losses. Oops. Gotta go back to the game. I meant to right-click that. Okay, they go there. Solid move. Let's go back. Yeah, time is critical here. I'm gonna check after this game. Oof. I walked into a pin. Unbelievable how I did that. I got distracted for just a sec. And it cost me big time. Alright. Gotta play with the cards we have. So let's go this way. Pawn takes, bishop takes. And there will be some pressure. I have a bishop pair. Let's use it to our advantage. 2 pieces against 3 sucks, but we gotta make the most of it. Okay, we'll come here. Maybe we could collect it back. My opponent is not careful with that knight. Okay, let's try this. Hitting the knight. Maybe we can get a piece back. Ooh, that's a good move. Might do the trick for them. Let's try pivoting to the king side. Time to pivot. See what they want to do. Okay, they go there. Let's throw in check and come here. Threatening that. Yes, my pieces are very active, so I have some comp. Let's go in this way. That move, I think, is a blunder because of that. And I'm on the queen. And I'm not getting back ranked because I have 2 pieces supporting that rook. Okay, that doesn't work. This, I take there, I just move. And I'm fine. Let's go there. We just have to avoid back rank issues, but I don't think we'll have any. I think we're good. Okay, let's go here. Push, push. Harass the rook. And I think we have this game in the bag. Where's this rook going? We'll go here. Maybe go in the other way. Time to push. They have to be real careful. All right, let's take. We'll come here. Go this way. Here, en passant, we take back. Okay, no en passant, let's go this way. Check, push. I don't want to pre-move anymore. Oh, that's a fork. We pick up that rook. Thank you for that rook. Here, push up, take with mate. And that's how we go. All right, I want to take a look at my profile, see how many games I won this stream. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. Wait, let me recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to update this to a 7. There we go. 7 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss. All right. Yes. Take care, a chess player. That was a close one. A little closer than I would have liked. We have a challenge from Ronald. Is he next? He is. Let's play. Good luck. Okay, we go here. Let's come here. If they castle, we take. Come here, there, and push. And this is looking very similar to my previous game. Oh, that was stupid. But maybe this? And how do they protect? This pawn is loose. Let's go over here. Defend it. We go here next. And now we gain that pawn back. That was kind of sloppy. Let's take. Do I want to do this? No. Because of this. Actually, yeah, because of that. That would be bad. Let's come here. And now I could do this. This does not come with the check. Now maybe I would take the queen again for the 2 rooks, and it's going to be very similar. Take care, chess player. All right, now do we do this? Yeah, I think we do. I don't think we really have a choice. We take, and we get this fun dynamic again. Let's back up the rook so it's still in my territory and relatively safe. Let's go here. Maybe come here and get the bishop out. Okay, I'm in check. I just move. Let's go down. And I'm okay. Not worried about this. Let's come here. See where they want to go. Maybe I'll go here, check. Let's see. Hey, Seth. Good to see you. Hope your day was good. I'm down a queen, but I have my rooks, and they don't have any rooks. We got into the same kind of dynamic last time. The game was kind of wild. I think it makes sense for me to pop a check over here. Let's go this way, and then maybe double up. Threaten stuff. Yeah, they still might win. Okay, let's double. If they take, we take back. No biggie. There's almost always the checkmate threats looming. If the knight or queen moves away, then this square is very tender. Okay, I'm in check. Let's just move. Uh-oh, this is mate. And I'm donezo. I needed to give up a rook. I'm just getting mated. Queen h8. Lights out. They don't play it. Oh my god, they don't play it. They had queen h8, and it would have been mate. Let's throw in this check. And I think here we can safely go into this. Let's go here. Hold on a second. Can I sacrifice? Rook takes. Rook takes, king has to take, and then check. And then the king goes back. No, it doesn't work, because then if I go here, the queen can take. So I think we first go here and put some pressure on the bishop. And that's the way to go. Wow, they had a mate in one that they missed. It's kind of crazy. There's just too much pressure now. Yeah, mate next. This, I'm in check, but I can just get out of it. Well, they make things complicated. I think we have to take here. There's queen here, though. Maybe I can wiggle out somehow. I should be fine. There's just too much pressure going on. All right, the question is here or there. I think I gotta go. Let's come here. I want to run over here. This way, there's no more checks. No more checks. They're done. They take, I just take back. Okay, they're going for the flag, but there's nothing to flag. I have a mate next. They're just done. There we go. No draw, Abdullah. That was a dub. What did I miss here in the chat? How long did you play chess? Since I was 14 and I'm 27 now, so that's well over a decade. You can see like 2 years. How long do you play chess? Flag was personal, but it is resign. Yeah, that was quite the game. And with that, we bump it up to 8 wins, 0 draws, and 1 loss. Ronald, back over here. It was this move after the check. This is checkmate that you could have played. And I would have been toast. All right, Abdullah, we may as well play. If you're still here. You swear you left? We can play. We can play. No, the king can't go to f7. Guarded by the bishop over here. Guys, I'm listening to the cue. All right, Abdullah, here we go. Challenge sent. We have a Mr. Irrelevant in the chat. How do you check your placement in the queue? Do exclam position. And it should tell you. All right. What is going on, Mr. Abdullah? Okay, here we go. Let's rock and roll. Oh, the game is aborted. He aborted the game. Wonder why. All right, here we go. We'll go here. Bring out the ponies. Yep, here we go. We take back this way. It's like I'm getting the same positions every game. They should do something different against me. All right, let's throw in this check. They back up. Let's bring in the rook. They take. We can always take back with our knight. Yeah, let's take back with the knight. Where are they going? I'd love to push. Let's push. Push that baby. If the pawn takes, rook takes, and the queen is a goner. And also, I could take, like, the queen being on the same line as the king is very dangerous here. I think this is nasty. Yeah, I think we go here. And just we pick up the queen, right? I'm not even going for this fork. I'm going for the queen. There we go. Free queen. Let's pick that up. And let's go here. Maybe this way? We're threatening to sacrifice the queen, guys. Ooh, we have this. Check. The king will move. Check. Rook will come in for the kill. Good game there, Abdullah. Why don't you like the Caro-Kann opening? What do you have against the Caro-Kann, Grace? L2, you're up. And I think you challenged me. Let's update our record to 9. 9 wins. All right. Mr. Irrelevant. Challenge sent. Here we go. Good luck. Who says you have to do the same thing over and over again? There's a lot of different things to do against the Caro-Kann. Pick a different variation if you want. I don't know why they didn't take back the pawn, but okay. We'll go here and protect it. Now they can't. You don't know the defense to play it? Well, look it up. The internet is a beautiful resource. Let's go here and shut down the knight. Yeah, maybe a mouse slip. Let's go here and open up that bishop on that pawn. Okay, they don't do anything about it, so we're going to pick that up. Threaten maybe this to get my queen a little bit active and hit the bishop. Yeah, let's go do that. This knight is in La La Land. That is a free bishop. Thank you for the free bishop. Thank you for the free knight. Or was it an exchange? No, it was a pawn. They blundered it for a pawn. You take back, I take here, I'm up 2 pieces. Life is good. That's not a good move. I just take. Used to attacking people in their king. Yeah. When the attacker becomes the attackee. Alright, let's just grab it. No nonsense. No nonsense chest will come here. Alright, this game will pretty much win itself at this point. But you should defend against me? Yeah. You probably should. Let's develop. Get the knight out. Stop the rook from coming into c7 as well. I don't know. It's random. The computer decides who's black or white. It's not something I picked. Let's go here. Put a rook here. Better get better fast. Hell yeah, I love that mindset. We'll come here, threaten a fork. If here, not afraid of this. I'm going to cut off the circulation between the two rooks. And then this rook here is in La La Land. This here cuts off the rook from coming here. Knight here. And then that rook will be trapped. Okay, that doesn't do a whole lot. Because we just come here and then king f8 and then the rook is trapped. And that works as well. Boom, king f8. Where's this rook going? This rook is in Alcatraz, Siberia, La La Land. Goodbye, rook. Everyone say bye, rook. Bye, rook on e7. See you later. Let's just move the knight out of the way. The rook is still trapped. Bye-bye, rook. See you later. Both rooks are hit. If they come here to hit my knight, that's a fork, and then I pick up that rook. Yeah, bye, rook. See ya. Oh, they tried to wiggle their way out. It's nice, but it doesn't work because of this. If the rook tries to come here, well, back rank mate. Boom. Bye-bye, king. And that is our 10th win of the day. Seth, you're up. That's weird, Abdullah. I don't know why. Can you be black? Sure. You can be black. Here we go. E4, best by test. Bring out the ponies. No Petrov. We'll convert to a Scotch 4 knights, steering the game back into my territory. Ooh, we have this cube variation of the 4 knights. Let's just take. Take here. With a check. And what to do? I guess this here makes sense. Now this is a threat, that's a threat. See what they want to do about that. Interesting. Let's go here and defend. We're still on the knight. We're still on the pawn. Okay, we take. Now they're dealing with the same problems. Sure, Abdullah, that's fine. We'll go here. Okay, all of a sudden we're up a pawn. Let's come here. Protect the knight this way so the pawn over here doesn't fall. Where did I go? I didn't go anywhere. I'm right here. I have all my pieces active. Ooh, that's a nice move. Very solid. Guess we could just back up and give the pawn back up. Yeah, I guess so. Why not? Oh, a chess player. Can you send a game after this one, Perseverance? Do you mean like to challenge me? Or do you mean to send a game for my review? Ooh, I think I can get away with this. Sacrificing the knight, because after whoever takes, bishop takes bishop, check, comes with the fork, and I pick up the knight. So the sacrifice is sound. Let's come here. Check. We pick that up, and then we pick that up. So it's a trade plus an extra piece. Otherwise, I'm collecting that bishop. This was a pretty nice move, knight d6. A challenge, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to it. If you want me to review one of your games, I'm down. Okay, we go here, we pick up the knight, and we're going to be up a full piece. Minus a pawn or whatever, but piece is a piece. All right, let's come here. How? I guess you could copy and paste the game and send it to me, or the PGN. Time to castle. Kingside safety. But that'll have to count as your turn if you do a Q. Okay, come here, hit the knight with our bishop. I mean, this is looking pretty good for me, up a full piece, and we trade. 1000% we trade. This makes it very easy and simple. Take care for now, chess player. Thanks for popping in. Okay. I think we trade, but I can actually hold off a sec. There's no rush. Actually, there is a little bit of a rush. We're going to come here. Bring in the king. Get the rook. Because they could have also moved the rook away. I wanted to force things on. Okay, let's go here. Get the king here. Get the rook there. Easy peasy. The rook is going to chop off next. And then I'll have a lone bishop against the king and a bunch of pawns. Should be a pretty straightforward win. And I'm up on time too. Okay, let's come here and throw a check. Or we just come in. Here. There. Boom. Free pawn. Check. We march in with the king. Check. Free pawn. Protect. Let's take. Push, 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 push. Get a queen. There. We protect. Now that king is stuck protecting that pawn. That king is forever in La La Land. I'm going to collect one of these pawns. And then push, 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 push. Get myself a queen. One way or the other. Check. And we win on time. And that's how we do it here at Core Squares. And I think, hold on a sec. Was that 11 or 10? Or was that 11 or 12 wins? Let me see. Go back to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You forgot to add the last one. All right, we have 12 wins, 0 draws, 1 loss. Okay, let's see who's next. We're not doing a 10-minute game, Perseverance. That is too long. Okay, Grace. Perseverance, to hop in the queue, you'll do exclam join. Here we go, Grace. Challenge sent. All right, good luck. Okay. There we go. Bring out this. We have the ponies out. We play d4. What do they want to do? Okay, we take back. Queen takes. Solid. All right, let's play bishop. Castle next. Or maybe even push. All right, solid. Let's come here. Check. And we'll see what they want to do. Now I think we pop a knight over here. This move, I think I play... Solid. Here? Hold on a sec. It's actually not so simple. Let's come here. If knight takes, queen takes, if bishop takes, we are on the rook. So we're out of, we're fine. Okay. I think we do some trades to ultimately damage the kingside pawns. So queen takes, and then the pawn is damaged. And we're going to play based on that. Like that. Solidify the pawn chain. Castle queenside. Should be okay. Let's castle queenside. These pawns are going to be long-term targets for me. So I'm cool to like trade everything and then go for those pawns. Okay, bring out my bishop. Maybe rook e1. Something like that should be okay. Guys, I am going to close off my queue. Just because I've been streaming for like the last 2 hours or so. Let's go this way. My opponent is taking their sweet time. They're almost a minute left. I'm kind of like double their time. Solid move. Let's go this way. Okay, they're playing really well for someone 227. But this is also a long-term weakness. Let's back up the bishop a little bit. This is a weakness. These double pawns are a weakness. That's a weakness. I'm just banking on the fact that I have a better pawn structure. Okay, that opens up the bishop. So let's come here. That pawn will not be hung. Maybe I could double up on the e-file. All right, let's go here. Get out of dodge. This is always a threat. And then this pawn becomes a passer. Long-term asset for me. Okay, let's snag that pawn. Snag it. We just move it back now. Let's come this way. I'm fine if they want to take that bishop. Okay, excellent. Now we put pressure on this pawn. And there's no way for them to defend it. They're just lost. Okay, let's come here. If they want to take, so be it. All right. let's just push the pawn. Okay, we'll come here. They have 6 seconds left. That is their first major blunder of the game. Hey, rewinds. Now we're up a full rook. We'll go here. Throw in this check. And that was kind of a mistake, but whatever. We'll go here. Take. Boom, boom, boom. And we win on time. Next up, I'm pretty sure we have Perseverance. Good game, good game. Yeah, you got into some major time trouble at the end. All right, Perseverance. Perseverance Percy. I don't think I remember your username, so let me know what it is and I'll challenge you. Or you can challenge me. But I don't do 3-2. No increment. I sent you a challenge. Here we go. Good luck. Come this way. Take back. Let's bring out the bishop. This guy is a 1528. Higher than most of you in the chat. So we have to be solid. Back up the bishop. All right, time to bring out the other bishop, castle. Yeah, let's castle. Rook e8. Rook e8 looks pretty good. It's a solid universal move. Higher than your 200? Yes, for sure. With the game you played just now, for sure. Just play some rated games and your rating is gonna like triple in a matter of a few games. I don't know why you don't do it. Just play blitz games, just like how you did against me. Let's go here. You play at triple your strength. 200, you have to like almost try to lose your games. Let's go here. I want to play e5, but I'm just waiting for the right timing. Kind of both playing chicken a little bit. Seeing who wants to strike first. And I think now is the moment to strike. Let's go here. e5. Too scared to do blitz because you don't want to lose? You can't get a whole lot worse than your current rating. So you may as well play. If you lose, you lose. Who cares? That's how you get better. I like my knight position here on e4. Okay. Let's go this way. You like bullet? Me too. Love some bullet. Let's go here. Time to back up the rook. Just like that. And maybe rook e7. How long have I been streaming? Since about like 6:30. So maybe about an hour and a half, give or take. Something like that. Okay, time to double up. If they try to do a bunch of exchanges, I'm going to be left with a rook at some point. I wonder if I could get away with knight g5 or even this knight. I think I'm winning here. Let's go with this knight over here. Oh no, by years? I've only been streaming seriously for the last... That's a free rook. For the last couple of months since February. But I've been streaming on and off since, like, I don't know, 2022 is when I first started. I was doing it at Twitch. I'm up a full rook here. That's how you beat people like 1500. You just wait for them to make a blunder. We'll go here. We'll go here, put some pressure on that knight. Might just take it next. This game is going to be pretty over soon. Three years is before I started. Nice. Okay, let's chop that off. What to do? I guess this makes sense because we were threatening a mate over here, threatening a queen trade, so they can't really deal with both at the same time. That is a checkmate. There we go. And that's how we do it. And that brings us up to 14 wins. To wrap it up. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If we played, thank you for the games. See you all next time. Bye for now.